If you're over 60 and your legs feel heavy, cold, or slightly unsteady when you walk, listen carefully because what I'm about to tell you might shock you. There is one simple drink sitting in your kitchen right now that can start improving blood flow in your legs within hours. But here's the problem. Most people are either drinking it at the wrong time or destroying its effect completely without even realizing it. And the second mistake is even more dangerous. Before we go further, do one quick thing for me. Subscribe to Dr. Danzy Senior Health Tips. And in the comments, tell me where you're watching from. I read every comment, and it helps me create videos exactly for people like you. Now, let's talk about what's really happening inside your legs. Have you noticed this? You stand up, and for a second, your balance feels off. You walk a little, and your legs feel tight, heavy, almost like they don't belong to you. Or maybe at night, your feet feel cold. No matter what you do, most people think, it's just aging. It's normal after 60. Maybe I just need to walk more. But here's the truth. This is not just about muscles. And this is where most people get it completely wrong. Your problem is not strength, it's flow, blood flow, inside your legs. There are tiny highways, your arteries, carrying oxygen and nutrients. But after 60, something very dangerous starts happening. These highways begin to narrow, not suddenly, slowly, quietly, so quietly that most people don't notice it, until walking becomes difficult. And here's the shocking part. You can walk every day. You can drink water all day, and still, your circulation may keep getting worse, because you're not fixing the real cause. Listen carefully. This is important. Inside your body, there is a natural chemical that controls how wide your blood vessels open. When you were younger, your body produced plenty of it. That's why your legs felt light, strong, stable. But after 60, this chemical drops sharply, and when that happens, your blood vessels become tight, stiff, restricted, like trying to push water through a squeezed pipe. Less blood reaches your legs, less oxygen, less strength, and slowly, you start losing confidence in your own steps. I'm not trying to scare you, but you need to understand this. This is one of the biggest hidden reasons behind falls in seniors. Not weakness, poor circulation. Now let me ask you something. Have you ever felt your legs get tired, even after a short walk? Or felt a slight cramp, tightness in your calves? That's not random. That's your body sending a signal. But most people ignore it, and that's where the danger begins. Let me tell you about one man. He was active, walked daily, believed he was doing everything right, but he ignored one small sign: cold feet at night. He thought it was normal. Months passed. His walking became slower, balance slightly off, nothing dramatic, just small changes. Until one day, he stumbled. Nothing serious, but it shook his confidence. That's when he realized it wasn't his muscles, it was his blood flow. And this is exactly what happens to thousands of people after 60. Now here's the part most people don't know. You can actually improve this faster than you think. Not with expensive treatments, not with complicated routines, but with something very simple: a drink. But wait, before I tell you what it is, you need to understand something critical. Because even if you start drinking the right thing, you can still cancel its effect completely. Yes, completely. And most people are doing this every single morning. Listen carefully. There are drinks that people think are helping their circulation, but they barely do anything. For example, water. Now don't misunderstand me. You need water. Without it, your blood becomes thick, sluggish. But here's the truth. Water only brings you back to normal. It doesn't improve your circulation beyond that. So if your blood vessels are already narrow, water won't open them. That's the difference most people don't understand. And this is why many seniors feel frustrated. I'm drinking water. Why am I still feeling weak? Because hydration is not the solution. It's just the starting point. Now here's another one. Green tea. You've probably heard it's healthy. And yes, it is. But here's the catch. It works very slowly, weeks, sometimes months. And there's another problem: caffeine. For many people over 60, caffeine can actually tighten blood vessels temporarily, so instead of helping, it can sometimes work against you. Surprising, right? This is why I always say, don't follow trends. Understand what your body actually needs. Now let's go deeper, because this is where things get really interesting. There are certain natural compounds that can actually tell your blood vessels to relax, to open, to allow more blood to flow. And when that happens, people often notice something within hours: warmth returning to their feet, less heaviness, more confidence while walking. But here's the mistake. Most people either take the wrong source or take it in a way that reduces its effect. And that's exactly what we're going to fix. But before that, I want you to check something right now. Just think about this. When you touch your feet, do they feel colder than the rest of your body? Or when you walk, do your legs feel slightly tight, like they're not fully relaxed? If yes, don't ignore it. This could be the early stage of reduced circulation. Not everyone experiences this, but it's very common after 60. The good news? You can improve it, starting today, and you don't need to change everything at once. Just one small step. Tonight, just observe your body. That's it. Because in the next part, I'm going to show you the exact drinks, ranked from least effective to most powerful. And the one at the top is something very few people are using correctly. Now listen carefully, because this is where everything changes. We're going to go through the drinks, one by one, from least effective to the ones that can actually make a real difference in your legs. And as we move up the list, you'll start to see a pattern: what works, what doesn't, and most importantly, why. Because once you understand this, you'll never fall for random health advice again. Let's start low on the list. There's a drink many people over 60 are relying on, thinking it's helping their circulation, but in reality, it barely moves the needle, and that is fruit juice. Now wait, this is where it gets interesting. Fruit juices like cherry, apple, even mixed juices. Yes, they contain antioxidants. Yes, they sound healthy, but here's the problem. They are loaded with sugar. And after 60, your body doesn't handle sugar the same way anymore. When sugar spikes, your blood vessels don't relax. They actually become more stressed. So while you think you're helping your body, you may be quietly damaging your circulation. Have you noticed feeling a little more tired after sweet drinks or slight heaviness? That's not random. That's your body reacting. Now, let's move one step higher. There's another drink that's often called a superfood, but most people are using it completely wrong. I'm talking about cocoa, not the sugary hot chocolate packets. Real, dark, bitter cocoa. This is important because pure cocoa contains something powerful, natural compounds that help your blood vessels relax. Some people even feel warmth in their legs within hours. But here's the problem. Most people destroy it. They add sugar, they add milk, they turn it into dessert, and the moment you do that, you reduce its effectiveness. That's the truth. If you want benefits, you have to treat it like medicine, not comfort. And let's be honest, most people don't stick to it. It's bitter, it's not enjoyable, and consistency matters more than anything. Now, we're entering the range where things actually start working, and this next one might surprise you. Watermelon. Yes, simple watermelon. But here's why it matters. It contains a natural compound that your body converts into something that helps open blood vessels, and when that happens, blood flow improves. Some people notice lighter legs, less tightness, better comfort while walking. But wait, there's a catch. This is where most people fail. You can't rely on something seasonal. You can't depend on something that's not always available. And packaged versions, often processed, less effective. So while it works, it's not practical for daily use. And if something is not consistent, it won't change your life. Now let's move to something far more powerful. This is important. Don't miss this. A simple tea that many people ignore. hibiscus tea. Now, I'm not trying to exaggerate, but this is one of the most underrated drinks for circulation. It helps relax blood vessels, improves flow, and many people notice a difference within days. Less heaviness, less pressure, more comfort in the legs. And the best part? No sugar. Affordable, easy to use. But here's the warning. Listen carefully. If you are already taking blood pressure medication, this can lower your pressure further. Too much. And that can make you feel dizzy. So this is powerful, but it must be used carefully. Now we move higher. And this is where things start getting serious. Celery juice. Now many people laugh at this. They think it's just another trend. But here's the truth. It works. And it works fast. Because of one reason. Natural compounds that help your body produce what it needs to open blood vessels. And here's something fascinating. The process actually starts in your mouth. Yes, your mouth. When you drink it, certain natural reactions begin, helping your body create what improves circulation. Some people notice warmer feet within hours, better flow, less tightness. But again, there's a problem. Taste. Let's be honest. Most people don't enjoy it. And if you don't stick with it, it won't help you. Now we're entering the top level. The drinks that don't just help, they push your body to respond. This next one is extremely powerful, but most people never try it properly. A green smoothie, but not just any smoothie. One made with specific leafy greens. Now I know what you're thinking. I don't like greens. But listen carefully. These greens contain something your body desperately needs after 60, and when blended, they become much easier to consume. People who stick with this often notice something surprising. Their legs feel lighter, less cramping, better comfort during walking, and over time, even skin color in the legs can improve. That's how powerful circulation changes can be. But here's the issue: preparation, time, effort. Not everyone wants to do this daily, and that's why most people never reach the final level, because what I'm about to tell you next is the most powerful option on this list, and also the simplest. But here's the twist. Even if you start using it, one small daily habit can completely block its effect, and almost everyone is doing it without realizing it. This one mistake can cancel everything, and if you don't fix it, nothing will work the way it should. Now listen very carefully, because this is the most important part of this entire video. Everything we talked about, all the drinks, all the small improvements, they mean nothing if you miss this one thing. The number one drink, the most powerful for improving blood flow in your legs after 60, is beetroot juice. Yes, simple beetroot, but don't underestimate it, because what it does inside your body is completely different from everything else. This is not just another healthy drink. This works at the root level. Here's what happens. Beetroot contains natural compounds that your body converts into something that directly tells your blood vessels to open. Not slowly, not over months. Fast. Many people feel warmth in their feet within hours. Better flow, less tightness, more stability while walking. Now think about this. If your blood vessels open even slightly, more oxygen reaches your muscles, more nutrients reach your nerves, and suddenly, your legs don't feel as heavy as before. This is not magic. This is simple biology. But here's the mistake. Most people do it wrong, and this is critical. Listen carefully. If you mix beetroot juice with sweet fruit juices, you reduce its power. If you drink it after a heavy meal, you slow down its absorption. And if you skip days, you break the effect completely. Consistency is everything. So here's what you do. Start simple. Every morning, on an empty stomach, drink 1 glass of pure beetroot juice. That's it. No mixing, no shortcuts. Just one simple step. You don't need to change your whole life. Start with this. Now here comes the shocking part. The one mistake that destroys everything, even if you drink the right thing. even if you follow everything perfectly. This one habit can cancel the effect completely. And most people over 60 are doing it every single day, using strong mouthwash. Yes, mouthwash. Sounds strange, right? But here's what happens. Your body needs certain natural bacteria in your mouth to start the process that helps improve blood flow. When you use strong mouthwash, you kill those bacteria. And when that happens, the whole process weakens. So you drink the juice, but your body can't use it properly. That's why some people say, I tried everything, nothing worked, because they unknowingly blocked it. I'm not saying stop all oral care, just avoid strong antiseptic mouthwash regularly. Let your body do its job. Now let me tell you something honestly. You won't become perfect overnight. Not everyone sees instant results, but most people notice small changes first. Slight warmth in feet, less tightness, better comfort while walking, and over weeks. These small changes add up. More confidence, more stability, less fear of falling. And that is everything after 60. Because this is not just about your legs, this is about your independence, your ability to walk freely, to go outside without fear, to live life on your own terms. Now I want to ask you something. Have you noticed your legs feeling weaker than before? Do you feel less stable while walking? Are you ignoring these small signs? If yes, don't wait. Start small. Start today. And I want to hear from you. Which country are you watching from? And how old are you? Write it in the comments. Also tell me, do your legs feel cold, heavy, or tired? I read every comment, and it helps me create videos exactly for you. And if this helped you even a little, subscribe to Dr. Danzy Senior Health Tips. Because here, you don't get confusing advice. You get simple, practical steps that actually make a difference.